And you see a nice landscape there. That's pretty cool. But of course, you know, we're developers, so we like things a little bit more busy. So that's kind of neat. You can just sort of slide it over and do a Google search. Go back there. As Tom was saying, we have a WebKit-based browser, and we'll just have a look at that. Oh, I guess I'll turn it this way. And you know, it's a browser. It does what you expect. Find a bookmark here. What would be good? Slashdot. Yeah, let's see what's on Slashdot today. It'll do Wi-Fi and 3G, of course, but I've got it on a private Wi-Fi network that I'm sure everybody here has already sniffed out and seen the Android SSID, right? And probably a few people know how to hack that already. Knowing the people here. Actually, yeah, a friend of mine was telling me about how quickly those things can be hacked. It's just frightening. All right, so there's Slashdot, as you can see. Still loading up, and we got a little plus minus here, so we can zoom in if we want. Or I can go here, and I can say, oh, I want to go to a new window. And get that. And we can go to somewhere else. For example, look at that, more Google Chromes. Who would have thought? There we go. Cool. All right, enough of that. So that shows you that proves that we have the internet connectivity. And got to make sure that we show you that we get maps. Unfortunately, there's no Street View data for London, so I could show you Street View, but it would have to be like for Manhattan or something. So there we go. The device has a built-in GPS. You can see the little, there's a little kind of satellite dish icon up here. And it doesn't look like it's getting too good a signal because we got like the big sphere of indeterminacy there. I can click on map mode, and I can go to satellite view. And we should be able to see a satellite view of where we are. Check it out. So that's not bad. You can see those tiles coming in. Zoom in, and go like this, and we can really make it work and hit those servers by going like that and see how fast we can load up those tiles. No, not bad, not bad. Let's try going in a little, zoom in a little tighter. But of course, you know, this stuff is pretty cool, but the coolest stuff is, of course, writing your own apps. So I spent like literally just 2 hours when I wrote my own app, and I'll show it to you. It uses a technique there's a guy in the audience here who's actually writing a book on Android, so he really knows it well. But it uses a technique with a background thread that's a low priority thread, using surface view to get access to the hardware buffer so that you can write to it. So the end result is you get, you can write stuff with a pretty high frame rate, which is pretty cool. And it's all in Java, so you don't have to resort to trying to figure out, you know, the ARM assembly language and whatever, because the highly optimized Dalvik virtual machine. The guy that wrote the Dalvik virtual machine, the tech lead, every time I go back to California, I sit down and talk to the guy because he just, you know, blows my mind. He's so smart. He's telling me about the virtual machine and all the cool stuff. But you'll be able to actually see that code pretty soon. So here we go. All right, so there's the application that I wrote. Only took a couple hours. All right, it's got the background thread running. It's got the surface view thing. It's, you know, I'm pretty proud of this. You know, but as you can imagine, I am, you know, a Google engineer, so of course my coding skills are going to be pretty amazing. So there you go, the blue dot application. What do you think? Like it? Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the other thing. I've actually hooked into the accelerometer, so you can actually see it do that. And I can tilt it this way, which is kind of fun. And you can go in this direction too, and that direction. We're back to 1970s Pong. Look at that. So that's kind of fun. But then you can use the touch screen, and you get a little bolt of lightning toward the blue dot. And I can just sort of whiz it around like that. And so when I was counting the frame rate, I was actually getting like up to 40 frames a second on this guy, which is fun. So yeah, actually it was only about, it was only a few minutes to get the basics of the code for this, and the rest of the time was me getting the physics just right so that it looked okay. So that's the blue dot. Thank you. If you want to see the code for this later, I can show it to you. All right, the amazing blue dot demo. Yeah, and then we've got other things in here. Global time. I don't really know what the point of that is. So in here, API. So okay, this is something I find kind of cool. In the SDK, when you download it from code.google.com/Android, that's code.google.com/Android, and you download the Android SDK, you can see all these are the this is right from there. So that's exactly how lazy I am. Okay, so OpenGL, and this is kind of neat. So check that out. Like that's written in Java. So I find that pretty cool. That's the using the OpenGL libraries. So that's pretty fun. And what else are we going to run here? Again, pointless but fun. So you can combine this kind of capability with the fact that you can write everything in the Java programming language. I think it's, someone here correct me, it's JDK 1.5, I think, right? Is that? Yeah, 1.5? All right, it's the expert there. Excellent. So that's about it for the physical device demo. I hope you guys come to the talk that I'm going to be doing later, which is just a basic introduction into Android, the stack, what it is, why we're doing it. No code though. The second one that I'm doing will actually have some code, and maybe I'll show off the secret bouncing ball, but I might just like leave Google and form a startup all around the bouncing ball. We'll see. All right, thank you very much.